evening, everybody, and happy Monday. This is Chad from That Social Media Blog. How are you today? I had a great day today, and I'm here to break down Facebook timeline. I'm still debating whether I'm going to put images with this video or I'm just going to do a blog afterwards. Bear with me. But I'm going to break this all down to you with help from Wildfire app. I talked about them in the last video. I'm actually using their slides and their slides. I'll show you, bam, on my iPad. I'm using this as my guide to talk to you, the masses, who might have missed the webinar, just to talk about what is changing with Facebook and their timeline, what it means for you as a business or a brand or anything, even people for that matter. So let's go through this. I'm going to try to make this very short and simple. I don't want this to be long and drawn out, which I'm already doing right now. But pretty much Facebook for brands, what it means, what it's going to mean for you. Shout out to Maya Grinberg over at Wildfire app, as well as Harry Schmidt as well, Wildfire app. They're the ones who put this whole webinar together, and this is basically, they put it together, and I'm talking to you about it. So first off, if you've noticed the big change, you've noticed that there's, this thing, this deadline, March 30th, you got to have your stuff ready to go because everybody's switching, and it's best for you to learn what to do with it. So, now, right off the bat, what you're going to notice is that there's going to be a big cover photo. If you haven't noticed on your personal page yet, you're going to notice it on your business page. And just in case you want to know, if you want to design something specifically for that, it's an 850 by 315 pixels. I'm reading it off of here, even though I know what it is. 850 by 315 pixels. That's your cover photo. That's up on top. And if you want to blend in your avatar, which I'm going to call an avatar, it is actually 180 by 180. Is what you use. It's to go with the cover photo. So you got your cover photo here. Avatar is like right about, well, it's on this side. There we go. And you can blend it in. I blend mine. I've done it with the business I'm with Kids Care. But things you cannot do with it, and I've already seen people already doing it. My local news station, I was like, you're violating the terms of the cover photo. And I made a comment about it. You cannot put price or purchase information. None. You can also not put contact info. You can't put anything that involves any contact information on there. You cannot put calls to action like, hey, go buy this. Hey, check us out. Or hey, text us at this. Which is what, I'll show you what it is. I'll flash it on here on the screen and you tell me. And references to like or share. You can't tell people to share your content. You can't tell people to like it. So maybe I'll bring up an old page and show you the differences. Also appearances. The about category only gives you about 150 characters, which is basically as long as a tweet, to get your information out there. So you better make it simple and sweet, otherwise it's going to be cut off. The photos is now a native app, which is in a fixed position. Also, if you have a map connected to it, it'll also be fixed position. And custom app view, they're 110 pixels by 74. So you can actually create a small picture that'll fit. You can actually make it look really nice and blended, but it's 110 by 74 pixels for this little app. And I'll go ahead and show you this. There it goes right there. Right about here. These are where the apps go. I'll show you. I'll go ahead and throw a little thing in here. You can actually customize your apps as you see fit as well, and we'll get into that. The main thing is no landing pages. You can have apps, and you can run games and stuff like that. But when people get on your page, it will only be your timeline from now on. So those things that says, talk about whatever, something cool, or the new contest you have going on, or the new product or whatever, when you want to make a tab for it, now you don't have that option. You automatically go to your timeline. Next up, okay, so I told you that there's the little 110 by the 110 by 74 characters. If you notice, this is going to be right next to your about section. I'm going to go ahead and use theirs again. That's what Lexis's looks like right now. You have the ability, there's a little downward arrow. I guarantee that not a lot of people are going to go ahead and click on that to see more stuff. I'm sorry. I think that's a flaw in the system. But you do have the 4 areas to go ahead and make as big as an impression as you can to showcase something that you're going to do. The best thing about it is that you don't have to go into another area of your admin page to find out your insights. They're right up at the top. So right at the very top, I'll go ahead and show you a page that shows insights right now. Okay. And at the very top, you'll see how many people are talking about it, how many people are liking it, the comment, all your insights will be readily available right there for you from now on. So that is actually really convenient if you're really trying to see what's working, what's not. Let's see. We won't get into custom apps right now. We'll go into, custom apps. We're going to wait for another time for that. We're going to go into managing options. So if you want to manage your options, things have changed. You know, who can post, where do your posts go, all this other stuff. What you can do is you can make it posting ability to everybody can post to your timeline, or you can go to everyone can add photos and videos to your timeline, or show a box for recent posts by others, or show posts by, you know, the place and friend activity on your page until reviewed by an admin, which means it'll be kind of in limbo till an admin goes through and says, okay, those things are cool. And it gives you greater control in a way, but I've also seen some flaws, which I actually posted on my blog earlier, and if I haven't, I will. You can also, the biggest thing is, the newest thing is private messaging. You can make it possible for your clientele, your consumer, your customers to get a hold of you directly, which has been something I've been kind of wanting for a while as a way to communicate with them. But see, the thing is that your customer has to communicate with you. You can't go and talk to them first. No, it has to start with the customer or the person who likes your page, and they have to initiate the conversation, which gives you a whole new level of interaction with them on a more personal level too. If they post something that obviously, if they post something that is not desirable on your page, you can choose to knock it off. Unfortunately, you can't get a hold of that person, but if they take the time out to sit there and complain through a private message, you have the ability to get a hold of them on a private level and see what's going on, or if they're interested in something, you can talk to them directly. It's opened up a whole new line of communication rather than just commenting on your page. Now the other thing, milestones is kind of cool. I was playing with it a little bit today with a couple of pages I manage. You can show milestones, which will be the biggest thing on your page. You know, we were established then. This year we reached X mark of likes, or we got a new president at our college, or, you know, something that's very important that you want to make a milestone out of. Obviously, it's called a milestone. So, but what you want to do is the biggest thing that Facebook has been trying to push since their new timeline push is tell a story. Your timeline is supposed to tell a story about your life, however applicable it is. So now they want your business to tell a story. So this is where you as a business need to up your game with your postings and engage the consumer on a more personal level, I guess. Because you don't have these flashy landing pages anymore. They've stripped that away from you. You have a cover photo and an avatar to make your statement, but your timeline will tell people if they're, you know, about you. So that's where they're really telling, you know, that's where they want that to go. You can also do featured content. You can highlight a post and expand it across both columns. So if there's something that you want to do, say, like for kids care, we are doing spring break. You know, we want to highlight what we're going to be doing. So obviously I'm going to go highlight, and it'll expand across both sides, and people will see that and go, wow, okay, that's something I should probably pay attention to. Featured content, like I said, it'll span across both sides, and people will know, oh, okay, this is something worth checking out. Also, what you can do is the little pencil, which is, I guess, the universal sign for edit. The pencil, you can actually pin to the top of your page. Now, you can take something, like say a really cool comment from somebody, or something that you posted, or a picture, or anything. You can post it at the top, so right when people land on there, those are the things they see first. But it's only for 7 days. See, they don't want you to put all your best stuff on there because it's not going to be relevant a month later. You know, this is a story, remember? Nothing great ever happens all the time. This isn't a fairy tale. So you're able to pin it to the top of your page for 7 days, which is kind of cool. We won't get into ads and mobile yet. If you have 25K, it's worth your time. But for those of you out there who do not have a expensive, or a huge budget for marketing, then you should probably just avoid it. They do have really cool stuff with it, but we're not going to talk about ads just yet. We're going to skip all that. We will talk, actually that's it. Short and simple. I mean, 10 minutes long, not bad. Basically, the things you got to realize is things you got to ask. You got to consider how you're going to present your timeline to the masses. I mean, I work with a lot of small businesses. I'm not working with people who have 1 million or 100,000 likes or anything like that. I'm dealing with a couple hundred to 1,000, maybe 5,000 at most. But you need to consider what you're posting. What is your impression that you're going to give your business to them? You only have a timeline to do it in now. Your custom content is very important. Your quality. It's no longer quantity. They took away the like contests. They took away the like us so we can get more people to, hear something we got to say. Now it's quality content. So now you got to be thoughtful about what you're going to be posting. Can't just haphazardly post anymore and hope that somebody's seeing it. And what they're really trying to push is that you don't have to buy ads. Although, without them, I guess you can do it without it. But your content is your ad. So when somebody logs in or into Facebook and they look upon your timeline, or say they've never heard about you before, and they go on your timeline, they're going to see what's relevant, and they even have it to where if your friends like it, you'll see your friends blended into the timeline to give it a more personal touch and make it more relevant to you. This is as a person. Now, it's really, you really got to consider this is your content is your ad. With a billboard, you only have about 5 seconds to make an impression on somebody. This, you're going to have a little bit longer, so you're going to want to put some really, really good detailed things. You're really going to want to, push for quality content. It's no longer posting if you're a bar about your specials that you're going to have for drinks that day, or your special that you're going to have for dinner. No. It's more than that. You're going to want to put quality content and really think about what's going on. That's about it. Thank you, Wildfire, for letting me use your slides. I'm probably going to be using some of your pictures as well because it's right there and you gave me permission. But I just want to say, Facebook timeline is an adventure. It's an adventure. I've been learning quite a bit and I've been playing with a lot. If you guys need help, if you guys ever need anything, there's a couple people that can help. I'll post their link here. They're on Facebook. It's a group that's willing to help any business for free with any advice. I'm a part of it. A good couple of friends of mine are a part of it. Or if you actually want to get a hold of me, you can go and I don't want to, that just was weird. I'll post up here a way to get a hold of me in case you want to ask me a question about anything. So this is Chad from That Social Media Blog going, have a good timeline. Good night, everybody.